How's it going, folks? Keith here from Commander Hoop Celtic. So I'm doing my preview today of the AIK game. Obviously Thursday, which is tomorrow. 6 o'clock kickoff, which is 8 o'clock my time in Bulgaria because I'm still away. So it's going to be a massive game. This game will make or break our European season. If we do qualify, we'll get into the group stage of the Europa League. Get 6 games there as well. 3 home, 3 away. So be interesting because if we were to qualify, the draw will be on Friday. So we'll know who we're playing. Some strong sides in the Europa League. And the most important thing about the Europa League is if we were successful to go on and win this competition, which is probably one of the hardest competitions in world football, you guarantee the Champions League spot. So that whole monarchy of winning the league, playing 8 games to getting into Europe, that'll be gone next season if you were ever to win that Europa League this season. So never say never in football. It's not my first priority. It's not Celtic fans' first priority. Our first priority is obviously the league. The league is the 9 in a row title is more important. As I said in previous videos, I'd rather not be in Europe, not be in the Europa League, because it's too much travelling. Obviously going out to Kazakhstan or Russia, come back playing the Sunday game, exhaustion, changing the team around, formations as well. It's a tough competition, and I just can't see Celtic benefit from it. As I said as well, it's just look at Celtic fans want to support the boys wherever where they go in Europe, if it is Kazakhstan or it's Portugal or it's Switzerland or so, they'll always be there anyway. Fair play. So back to the game, the most important thing, instead of me talking about shy, here would I start? Obviously we're playing in the Friends Arena in Stockholm. AIK, they won the weekend 3-1 after getting beaten by us 2-0 in Paradise. They're a good side. They didn't really cause much threat towards us, but it all changed when they have the home advantage as well in Stockholm. So there's going to be loads of Celtic fans going to Stockholm. We have Celtic supporters in Malmo, Gothenburg. There's loads. Even our Celtic supporters in Norway and Finland and all, they'll make treks to this game because it's only across the pond or it's only across the border for them. So who would I start in goal? I would start Fraser Foster. Other pages are saying Craig Gordon, this will be a make or break for him to start on Sunday. I think Fraser Foster, bring him in. He's been on loan. He's coming on loan for the season. He played the weekend. He was unlucky to get the rebound, the penalty. He saved the penalty. Done quite well in the game. So Fraser Foster as goalkeeper tomorrow. Let him gel back into the squad. Right back, I would play Ralston. I'll be honest with you. I know Alhamed could be there, but I'll keep Alhamed 100% for the weekend. So Ralston in there, under a lot of criticism, a lot of people saying he's not good enough for Celtic shirt. I think this would be a good game for him to show the calibre that he can do on big games like this. So Ralston right back. He can be very clumsy sometimes, and he can be quite good in the air, but I'm going to go for Ralston right back in this one. Left back, I'd go Johnny Hayes. The reason why I go Johnny Hayes, I think the whole scenario around Bongoli, people are criticising him, saying, "Oh, if he has a bad game Sunday, he's a bomb scare and all this." It's not. Sunday hasn't even happened yet. Let him rest. Let him get fully fit. Be ready for Sunday. So I'd stick Johnny Hayes in there. I think Johnny Hayes will do well tomorrow against AIK. He's a good player. Can bring a lot going forward. He's not an out-and-out defender, but by looking what AIK have to offer, they haven't been great in the wings, so I think it'll benefit Celtic. They're always going to go right through the middle. So Johnny Hayes left back, centre defensive actually. Centre backs, I would go with Julian. Julian's been quite good since he's came in. Obviously played against AIK in the home leg and then played well the weekend. So Julian in there with Beaton. The reason why I'm going Beaton is because he's quite comfortable on the ball. He's been quite good. I'd rest Oyer. I think Oyer's more crucial on Sunday, and if Simunovic is fit, I'd rest him as well for Sunday. Maybe even Julian will play Sunday, but I'd play Beaton and obviously Julian in there. I think they're quite comfortable on the ball, they're tall, good pace to them as well. Not afraid to bring the ball forward as defenders should be doing anyway. Right mid, I would go with James Forrest. I think James Forrest is a good athlete. I would rest them, but a game like this, we do need the Europa League as much as I hate saying it. We do need to be in that competition. So, right wing James has a lot to offer. Funny enough, this day, 2013, he scored that vital goal, that winner, to get us through into the Champions League group stages against Caligandi. So I can't forget that one. On the left, this is a question mark. I play Morgan. I know Morgan can play on the right. I'd play Morgan. I'd rest Mikey Johnson, good player, obviously young, fit as hell, but I'd rest him in this one. Maybe bring him off the bench, but I play Morgan. I think Morgan's under a lot of criticism, as I said before, judge him at the end of the season. So this be a game for Morgan. You can cut in, provide balls in, even if to switch Jamesy on the left and put Morgan on the right, it has to be done. Midfield, obviously play Brown, as much as I'd like to rest Brown as well for this game. Brownie in there, we need him for European pedigree. People have criticism saying that, oh, we handball against AIK, blah blah this, and look, at the end of the day, not actually handball against AIK, handball against Hearts, but at the end of the day, Brownie's been a great captain for us, and people are taking him for granted. He's been an amazing captain. He has bad games, so does all players, but you don't hold a hump against them. You move on, you know. You can't be as bad as your last game. You move on from it. So Bruni in there. I'd play Callum. Obviously Callum, I'd love to keep him for the weekend as well, but I know I've said this loads of times, but Callum can provide good goals, as you've seen against Hearts. He's been scoring in Europe this season, so Callum McGregor in there with Ryan Christie. Christie would be decent as well. He's always up for it. So Christie had a good game against AIK in Paradise, so put him in there. And up front, I play Boyo. I know people are like, oh well, get a grip, Keith. He's only played one competitive game, scored 2 goals. I think Griffiths was playing the reserve game the other day, so I don't know if that's down to reserve fitness levels or so. But I'd rest Edward. We need Eddie for the big game on Sunday. Boyo can prove a lot. He's quite good in the air. He's quite good at holding the ball up. He does have that kind of Dembele feeling to him. But I play Boyo. I think Boyo has a good chance here to do well in Europe in this game as well. You can always change around, bring Griffiths on or so, but play Boyo. I'd like to see Chavez come off the bench, obviously make a mark. It's been terrible. Chavez has been in there, as I said in the previous video. Scott Sinclair, he's in the cold. No one knows what's going on with Scotty boy. Lenny said that was players. He's 6 wingers to pick, but come on, Scott Sinclair, top player, still a vital player for Celtic. So predictions for the game, I'm gonna fancy 2-1. I think AOK are gonna score against us. As much as I hate saying that, I think with the home advantage, they're gonna be up for this. They know that everything's on the line for their season. They're 24 games in. They need to kind of save their season. They're second place in the league. As far as I know, they're 5 points behind top. Obviously the leaders. So I'm gonna say 2-1. The goals, where they're gonna come from, I'm gonna say Julian. I'm gonna think Julian's gonna bang a header in, and I'm gonna say Boyo. I think Boyo has a big game to prove. I think the confidence is flourishing, obviously, after scoring the other day, scoring them 2 good goals. So Boyo and Julian 2-1, and we'll take it from there. We'll obviously take the draw. I'll do a Friday draw reaction as well if we qualify, and then I'll be doing a pre-match as well on Friday, obviously for the Glasgow derby. So it'll be good. But I hope he's enjoyed it. I know I went on too much, but there's no point saying names and say the reason behind it. But don't forget to subscribe. Speak to us all soon. Up the Celts. Hell.